Hello, hello. Oh my gosh, I'm cold. I see my pimple. Hello. It's all good. But I have this on because I'm freezing. Freezing. Why am I freezing, you might ask? I'll let you guys know in a minute. But hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my live stream. My name is Terrence. And Terrence is officially tired. I'm tired. Yeah, I really am. I am. I'm tired. I think it's safe to say that. It is safe to say that I'm tired. Hey, pretty girl Rain, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Hey, 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 what's going on? I have had, I had a night. I've had a day so far as well. But I'm alive, and I'm thankful for that. I thank God for that. I really do. He said you're doing good. That's good. That's good. You're doing good. I love that. Pretty girl Rain, thank you. Thank you. Seriously, thank you so much. I appreciate you for saying that. You're a blessing to me. You're always so kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Sam. Yay, my glove friend. My glove friend is here to save the day. Ooh. I thank God for you every day. Thank Pretty Girl Rain. Thank you for saying that. Honestly, thank you so much. I thank God for you. I really do. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Cal. Okay, so you guys, I am. I'm tired. I'm gonna take a nap in a little while, but I am right now. So you see the red. My skin was super dry from last night. I was like in the cold at the hotel room, back in Portland, Maine, because the lights are still out. And this morning I'm getting up and I'm washing my face and remind you with cold water because there's like hardly any hot water. And I cut my nails and stuff, whatever, and like I'm washing my face, and yeah, like this side of my nose was so dry, and I started picking at the dry skin or whatever, and like I don't know, like it just like I guess I it caused a scratch or something. So that's it's kind of irritating, but oh well. I'm like again, I'm okay. I'm okay. But yeah, waking up and still no lights. Tried to contact the front desk. I didn't want to go to the front desk because I see a lot of people going in and out, and people were not looking happy, and a lot of people were leaving, angry leaving. So I just don't want to be around that because guys, when it's like when I've dealt with this a lot, like things that happen, right? Hurricane Ian and Hurricane Irma, and just all kind of things and stuff, even growing up and stuff. So when I don't want to say like catastrophic, when things happen, and people become heated, I don't want to be around nobody really. So I just kept trying to call, and I got no answer. The phones were off the hook, and I was like, you know what? This is crazy. I did get like on the Twitter, like with the light department or whatever with Portland, Maine, and they're saying because I'm in Scarborough, but pretty much it's Portland, but the county of the town that I'm in, they saying that it's likely the lights won't be on till like later Wednesday, and I'm like, what? Come on, So anyway, I have been on call And I've actually worked. Okay, had one case, and but what you guys, I don't know if you can kind of figure it out and stuff. I came to the hotel because I've had, I have several free nights and stuff. So I came here, and I'm like 40 some minutes away from Portland from the hospital. But yeah, I got called in, did a case, and now I'm back here. So I don't know. I guess I'm just a little I'm a little irritated. I'm not mad and angry, but it's just like, it would have been convenient, okay, for me to be in my hotel room, pretty much in Portland, and taking call and just being, easily, there, because I'm in my SUV and the gas and this, and it's still like icy out. It's like, a lot of it's slushy, it's icy, it's just really nasty out because all the snow now is melting. But anyway, like I said, I've been trying to make the best of today as best as possible. Um, hey Sheila, how you doing? Oh, says hey Terrence, how are you doing this time? I'm, like it may not look like I'm doing really good, but you know what? I'm doing good. I am doing good. But I'm just a little tired. Like I just feel like I've just been doing so much, and then what is so funny, I had the maintenance guy here laughing because I come my ass all the way to Oxford, Maine, which really isn't that far, right? I get this room. I got the room for a couple nights. I might get it for a third night. I might. Because I don't know what this week is gonna be like. I mean, between work and dealing with all this, the lights and anyway, let me just say this. So I come here, check into the room, check into the room, and I'm like, man, they keep, I'm getting into the room. I'm like, man, they kind of keeping it cold. So I get into the room and I'm like, I turn up the heat to like 80, right? Because it goes, that's the max it goes. It's like, so you hear it, and then it goes off, and it goes off. I'm like, what is going on with this heat, y'all? The heat ain't working. The heat was not working. And like I said, I don't want to bother nobody and stuff, whatever, and I don't want to go through the hassle of having to, maintenance and security and this and that. But I said I cannot be in a cold room and stuff, whatever. Like I pretty much like I was last night, because I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to be. I don't want to even feel a little bit under the weather. And so I called, and maintenance finally came, and he had to do like change the filter, put batteries in and stuff, whatever, and then it finally started working. So it feels better now. So at least we got that out of the way. But I was like, dang, I just left the other hotel, right, where I pretty much be at, and I come here to the casino, the hotel here in Oxford, and I'm like, I don't have any. It's cold here. Like I got electricity, but I don't have any heat. Like what is going on? But but yeah, like I said, I'm trying to make the best of it. I've put out a couple shorts, smiling at everybody, and like I was talking to this lady on the elevator. She was like, "Oh, so were you affected by the snowstorm and the ice storm?" I said, "Oh yeah." I mean, I said my hotel, they don't have lights still. She was like, "Yeah, I don't have lights at my home because she's in Scarborough too." And she was like, you just seem so happy though. And I was like, well, I am happy. I'm happy. I said that it could be worse. We could be in a situation where we're like stranded, or maybe in a hospital. But here we at the hotel and casino, and I played a little bit, hit a hand pay. I got a jackpot for like a little bit over 1,500. So that was fun. And I told him, I said, bring it back in a check. And I signed it. I tipped him $20. But I signed the check. I endorsed the check, and I deposited into my one of my checking accounts just like that, you know, because I'm not putting that money back in the machine. No, 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 no. And then when I hit that, I came out. When I hit that, I checked into the casino. I checked into the hotel, and that's when I was like, man, it's cold here. So I just been ripping and running, and been back and forth to Portland. But I'm doing good overall. I'm doing good. It's just I was talking to my dad. My dad said, "Well, thank God that you're alive. You're okay." And I was like, "Dad," I said, "all the food that I got, all the meat and the cheese and all that stuff is like gone, because the lights were off. The lights were off like so. I think they said since like 7 o'clock. So right before I was gonna clock out of work is when the lights. No. I'm Lord. I'm not. I'm not. I'm getting this wrong. So the lights were out since 5 o'clock. Since 5 o'clock at the hotel. So I did get that bit of information from like one of the people that stay there. That stays there like I do. And he's like a construction worker or whatever. He was telling me that, and it's just so crazy, y'all. I'm sorry, but this morning the hotel caught on fire. Like for real, like like fire, like not an alarm, not a false alarm, not a drill. It caught on fire. So someone on the very top floor, the third floor, in the building that I'm in, apparently I guess had I was just talking about this to Cherry. They had lots of candles, and apparently, yeah, something caught on fire, and they couldn't put it out. And then you heard this massive, not just like the alarm in my room, you heard like the fire alarm, like it was crazy. And then all of a sudden, it's like you hear the fire truck, and it was like 3 fire trucks, and I mean guys walking all around the building. And so they have to do like whenever like those kind of like a business like that, a fire, well, they call the fire department. They have to stay for so long. They have to stay for so long. They have to make sure everything's okay before they before they clear it, for all safety. And so it's like it's a lot of like it's a huge protocol what they have to do. It's the same thing with the hospital. So sometimes, it could be a fire at the hospital. We call the fire department, even the hospital. And so when they come, they have to make sure everything is 100% before they leave. And sometimes they can take up to like an hour or even longer. So I decided, let me just go ahead and like get this room. And I asked the casino, asked the lady at the over the phone, I said, do you guys have any rooms? Because I was expecting for everything to be booked. She says, we have plenty. I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and make a reservation. So I made a reservation earlier this morning, and came here into the late afternoon. But it's just been so crazy. It's weird how, I don't know, it's just weird how things are kind of happening. But at the same time, like I said, like my dad said too, I'm alive, and I'm grateful for that. I really am. It may not sound like it, but I am grateful. Hey, Alvin. I'm trying to be safe. Thank you so much, Sheila. I appreciate it. And Louisa, thank you so much for coming in. Oh, I love you, and I love Toronto. I really do. Canada's awesome. I appreciate y'all. I know my energy may seem a little low, but I'm okay. I just feel like I don't know. To be honest, I feel like I didn't get my best sleep. I feel like last night I didn't get the best sleep, but I did get some sleep. It's just I got so much on my mind, and not just because like, oh, the lights are off. I just got so much on my mind. It's like my mind's racing, but that's what it does. That's what my mind does. It's almost like I really don't have control over it to a certain degree. I mean, I'm still choosing positivity. I'm still smiling. A lot of people looking at me probably will never know that I've gone through as much as I've gone through. So I'm so sorry. Arnold's playing. Hey, Arnold's playing. Y'all heard that? I don't want to get nobody copyright. T.O. Leon, your nurse. I'm actually I'm a traveling surgical technologist and a traveling traveling surgical technologist, certified surgical technologist, and I'm a traveling first assist in surgery, and I'm also a traveling sterile processing certified sterile processing technologist. So I'm a CST. I'm a SPD, technologist, and I'm also a first assist. So I travel with all three of those titles. Like when I was in Iowa, I traveled as a first assist, and then now that I'm back here in Maine, I'm here as a CST, as a certified surgical technologist. But yeah, I'm actually at the field with the surgeon, and the nurse who's a circulator, and I love my nurses. They get us what we need because they're unsterile and I'm sterile. I'm helping with the procedure, so I'm passing instruments, I'm retracting, running the camera, assisting when it comes to robotic cases. I do a lot. It's so hard just to kind of pinpoint because there's so many different things that I do. But a lot of people call me. They say that we're scrub nurses, so that's pretty awesome. Thank you so much, Dwayne on 876 Gaming. Thank you for coming in, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you for that fifth thumbs up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just like, whoa, it's kind of crazy. Leon, you said, how do you manage to always seem in a good mood? So this is probably the most like this is like me not in a great mood right now, which is weird. But I know, like, I saw the woman on the elevator was like, well, you just seem so, cheerful and happy. And I'm like, well, I am happy. I'm not angry. I'm not like, argh! I'm not like that. I mean, it's just, like I said, sometimes things bother me, but I guess to answer your question, Leon, like I just, I start to think about life. Life is short. I know that all so well. Like I'm telling you, I've had some experiences with this, with my career, even before I started, working in surgery. Life is short. Life is short. So I just try my best to, look at things, like half full and not half empty. I don't know. I don't know if that answers anything. I know it may sound like really cliche, but life is short, for real, for real. It is. Me watching my mom go through her cancer diagnosis. Well, go like when she was diagnosed with cancer, and then go through cancer, and sitting beside her, and not just even my mom, sitting beside my mom, because we talked about it when she was receiving her chemo. Because I took a little time off of work, to be with her, but it was other people around, right? Other patients receiving chemo. Like I said, my mom was cracking jokes and making them laugh when she wasn't even feeling good. But just seeing like it was a 14-year-old girl. She was in 9th grade, and she'd get dropped off. Like the bus would drop her off, and then she'd come to the oncology department and receive her chemo. She's 14. She's going to school, and she had a port placement, and I don't know, like things like that. It puts stuff into perspective. But also, I work in surgery, and I've been blessed to do missions assignments, and yeah, I know we haven't, none of us have like met, but y'all, we're okay compared to a lot of people. No matter if I don't have electricity or all my food was ruined back in Portland, because there's no lights, there's no electricity, it actually doesn't matter. Like my dad put it into even a bigger perspective. He said, boy, you can go buy some more of that, you don't get any more life, and I chuckled, not like laughing like, okay, it's a big joke, but he's right. We only get one life to live. and I want to live this life the best possible way, even with my trials and tribulations. I don't want those things to define me. I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to hop on. Like, even if the camera's off, I don't want to just be like, get out of my face. Like, I just don't want to do that. You know how much energy it takes, to be just mean and frown and upset all the time? Like, it's just so much energy. Like, I'm like, dang, hell, I'm tired just even thinking about that. Mike, you said, years too young. God bless you. God bless. Hey, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, life is short. It is. You guys, thank y'all so much for coming in. I I'm vertical mode, obviously, and there's three dots on the upper right hand side of your screen. If you guys can click that and press a thumbs up, and also share me out if you can. If you can't, I understand. But what I would love for you to do is do one or the other, not the thumbs down, but the thumbs up. So either thumbs up or share, or either do both. But I appreciate y'all. Eric Transpose. I'm looking at this news. Poor for women's tournament. Background conflict. They said as the NCAA referee pulled from the women's tournament. And then Eric Trump boasts about 464 million bond is not what he think it is. What in the world? I don't know what is going on with these people. We have to be mindful of whatever state that we're in to be. We have to be mindful of whatever state that we're in to be content. Sheila, you better come through now. Come on now. Like, honestly, like, I don't think people, like, I know some people probably don't understand me or like believe like that I'm this way, but I've gone through a lot in my life. Yes, I'm 37 and I may not be like old to some people, but like 90 isn't old. 110. I mean, it's a woman who, when she was on the news, she was like, I'm still going, I'm still kicking. You're only as old as you think you are, but all I'm saying is I've been through a whole lot. Having lost several friends, but two really, really close, really, really close people in my life to suicide, and seeing how cancer just has ripped through both sides of my family, especially with my mom, with her, my mom was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in 2016. She was diagnosed my mom was diagnosed in March, and she passed. She was diagnosed March, and she passed away May 3rd. So some days before Mother's Day. So I think that's also the deal. I know. I was talking to Keisha. I was like, "Oh, April's coming, and then May," and I'm already seeing, like, here at this casino. I come here, y'all know. Like I said, I hit that jackpot, little small hand pay. But they're, she's like, oh, we're gonna enter, you have like 1,000 entries into like the Mother's Day giveaway. And I was like, what's the gift? She was like, it's a $10,000 handbag or something. And excuse me. And I'm like, hell, my mom was alive, and I won that. My mom wouldn't care about nothing like that, She wouldn't care about that. But it's so interesting how it's just so interesting how, when the time like kind of starts to approach, how you feel, and it doesn't mean I'm not trying to make nobody sad. I'm not, I'm not trying to sit up here and be weird. But all I'm saying is it hits you, and you could be thinking about something else, but it's just sometimes it's just the time reminds you like of things, you know what I'm saying? But most importantly for me, Leon, as you said, like, how do you stay so positive, or how you so seem to be so happy or whatever? Because I think about what my mom would tell me: live each day like it's your last. So I don't want to spend, like, Lord forbid if I didn't wake up this morning, and I thank God I did. But just think about it, if I would have been on the live stream and I would have been like, I can't stand this place. My lights are off and I'm getting upset, and F you and forget you, and I'm going to beat you up. I'm tired of this. and then me just go. Like, no, you guys go watch my live stream. I was having fun. I was laughing my butt off. Had a blast. Yes, it's real life. Yes, things like I said, all my food is ruined. I had like a lots of chicken and ground beef and the real good chicken for the real chicken company. But that y'all, the room smells. You know how the lights could be off for so long and the room, like your house or your room or whatever, your refrigerator just smells bad. It stinks so bad. And I mean, I just do a lot of stuff away. I mean, I still got my juices and things like that. My Premier Proteins are straight up fine, okay? Because Premier Protein, once you open them, you need to refrigerate them. But if you don't open them, they'll stay there, they'll stay cool for like a year or two. Because some of them, like my oatmeal, not my oatmeal, my cinnamon roll ones, and the banana cream ones I have, they expire like in 2000. They expire like next year sometime in 2025. So that's all good. Let me get to the comments. I'm sorry. Hey, welcome in everybody. Thank y'all for coming in. Um, hey Glenn. Okay, Glenn. Wait, we have to be mindful. Okay, God bless Bruce Willis at this time. Yeah, I know Bruce Willis was diagnosed with what disease did he have? But is he how is he? Oh yeah, he was diagnosed with dementia. Yeah. Hold on one second. But we never know. Like I said, I was talking to a doctor, and the doctor agreed with me. God has the final say in everything. God has the final say in everything. Um, yeah, Alvin, I believe that if you write a self-help book, I think it would be well taken by the readers. Leon, thank you so much. If you write a self-help book, I think it'll be well taken by the reader. I really do appreciate that. It's so crazy you say that, and I say that like in the most respectful way, because I've been talking to Cherry, been talking to my sisters and stuff. Like I'm actually like jotting down little things and stuff. I want to write. I just want to write stuff. I want to write things about my life, and I would love to like, share that, and just have that, um, like have that as like some type of resource or some type of support, if you will. But that sounds great too. I would love to do something like that. I'm telling you, I think I've been through awfully a lot. I'm not saying you guys haven't. I know we all have. You guys probably have been through more than I've been through. I think what is so, and I just say you guys aren't unique, but I think what is like so it's unique and interesting in my life is the fact that I think my career. I think just imagine going to get a patient, right? And I'm sorry, trigger warning, trigger warning. I don't want to upset anybody. I don't want to make anybody sad, but this is real life. Life and death are things that are real. Life and death. But just imagine you picking up a patient or going. Let me just say this: going to get a patient, okay, for a surgical operation, and then that patient unfortunately say pass away or expires intraoperatively, meaning during the surgery, during the surgical procedure. And then think about you saw this patient alive and as well as they could be, but then now you're seeing them in a state of like death, you know. And like I said, I'm not trying to sound eerie or weird, but it's real. It's real, and a lot of people don't talk about that. And that's something that I thank God about my mom, because my mom talked about those things. She spoke about those things. I knew what my mom wanted when she would pass away. And my mom would always say, now she never wanted to bury one of her children, and she doesn't have to. But I knew exactly what my mom wanted, and her burial, like the funeral, everything was just. It actually was that was not stressful at all, and she doggone wouldn't want it to have been stressful, but it's important to talk about these things. I'm not saying, okay, oh, let me bring people down. Like, no, like it needs to be a positive thing. It needs to be the norm. But with that being said, I'm just saying, I think for me to just have, like, say, meet somebody, go get a patient, learn a little bit about them, because I talk, and patients and their family members, they talk, and they explain things, and I pray with patients and everything, and just it's devastating to know that they don't that they don't make it through a surgery. I mean, and it's like I said, I don't have any control. I try my best to help assist the doctors the best of my ability, and I know the doctors that I've helped, just even yesterday, last night, they all this week, you guys, it's a lot of awesome people out here in the medical field, and a lot of people are doing their best. Doctors and other surgeons and surgical assistants and first assists like myself, surgical technologists, nurses, anesthesiologists, CRNAs, all the housekeeping staff. People are doing their best. Some people, most people, let me say this, are doing their best in this field, but it can be really tough. It can be hard, and yeah, just seeing that, it just, I don't know, it does something to me, but it does something to me in a way where it's like I'm not gonna go break down. I mean, I might cry, but I don't do it in front of people. But I definitely feel like, okay, I want to work even harder. I want to help even more, and I want to do this in honor of these people. I want to come on here, and I want to try and uplift somebody to honor. That's the way for me to honor my mom's legacy, to continue her legacy, is by helping others, like truly helping others. I'm not talking about buying you some food, or I mean, hell, I'll buy you some food. I'm just saying, I'm not talking about like something with money. I'm saying literally, giving people support, um, doing my part to help people understand that you're important. Don't end your life. Okay, it's a lot of stuff crumbling around you. I mean, right now it's so. I I'm at a I'm paying over $700 for a hotel back in Portland, and I can't even stay there right now, and don't even know will I be able to stay there anytime this week. They're still taking the money out of my account. I'm just like, I can be very irate. I can be angry because it's like, well, they shouldn't do that, and don't do this, and a lot of people are storming out, leaving. Like I said, it's a lot of upset people, but I choose to see the positives in all of this. And one of the main positives is the fact that I'm sitting here right now in this hotel room. I have a few nights free, right? I have to just pay like a deposit that I'll get back, after my stay. But life can be it can be worse. There are people that are outside. They don't have another hotel to go to. They don't have even a car to to sleep in. I slept in the car last night, for for a little while and stuff, and I ended up going into the hotel room, and it was pitch black. Um, and like I said, it was so cold because there was no AC. I mean, there was no electricity, so I couldn't turn on, that the heater unit or whatever. I couldn't turn that on. Like I said, some people can look at this like, oh my gosh, that's terrible. But I look at it like, you know what? I'm alive. I'm alive. Do I feel 100%? I don't. I really don't. But I'm okay. I'm okay, and I'm gonna be okay. And I wanna make sure I let people know how okay I am. And hopefully, when you go through certain things and stuff, you can remember, okay, well, dang, well, Terrence had like a positive outlook on life, and he didn't let those things get him down. I'm not letting things get me down. Like I said, I may sound a little down from some of the other videos or certain things, but I was out dancing today, and I'm gonna dance some more maybe tonight. I'm gonna have to take a nap before I do that, but I'm not gonna give in to negativity, or I'm not gonna let these things that are bothering me say, or that's an obstacle at this very moment. I'm not gonna let that keep me down. That's why I said, like, I have seen some things. I've seen some things, and it's like I am not going to. I'm just not gonna be in that space. I may be a little down, but I'm not gonna stay down. I'm not. I'm definitely not gonna be like, okay. Like I said, I never went to the front desk. Wasn't gonna go to the front desk of the hotel back in Portland, because, like I said, people were storming out, speeding, swerving, crashing. Like one lady sped, her car spun around and she ended up on the side of the road. But, like, we're like in like a private kind of area, so she's okay. But it's like she's so upset because I'm sure she probably had like a lot of food and and stuff, whatever, and now that's gone to waste, and that's money in itself. But what is that going to prove? You hurting yourself or hurting someone else, what is that going to prove? We have to normalize, we have to prioritize, we have to consider and understand that some things are out of our control. Like, I don't think that the people that are the necessary people that are trying to solve the light situation in Port, or the power outage in Portland, Maine, I don't think they're sitting around laughing like, ha ha ha, you guys don't have power. I wouldn't imagine that. I'm just saying. I wouldn't imagine that. Oh my gosh, Aquarian Empress. My heart is with you. I know the feeling. Aquarian Empress, thank you so much. I see that. That badge beside your name. Thank you for becoming one of T's awesome butterflies. That made my day. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. That's so nice of you. Honest to God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glenn, it's okay. It's okay. I respect you so much for you saying, sorry for your loss, but it's okay. My mom is in a better place, um and she visited me in dreams, and I just sometimes I see cardinals and like butterflies, and I just have these awesome memories of her, and like I said, when I was playing Luther Vandross song, it can be a lot of different songs, but a lot of old school. I just immediately think about my mom and my childhood, and I just have so many happy thoughts. And that is something that I know my mom she's looking down on me, and she's like, I'm proud of you, because my mom wants me to. She even told me, she told me on her deathbed, she was like, boy, I don't want you sitting up here and thinking about me in this state. I want you, remember me. Remember we was at the casino, we danced, we having fun, me cussing out the dad, me doing this. My mom was saying that. She was not. She never complained. She was not complaining. I was there. So that's something that I just have to say, Terrence. Not like stop, or not like, okay, I should be grateful that I'm alive, and I need to stop talking about some old, all my food is ruined in the room. Like, no, like, I can talk about these things, but at the same time, I'm not gonna sit up here and I'm not gonna be upset with God. I'm not gonna be angry with anybody. Things happen, and it's okay. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay that things do happen. Like, okay, bad things happen to good people. Good things happen to bad people. But it's just a part of life. Now, the ultimate thing is how do you respond to it? How do you react to these things? Are you gonna sit back and, like, okay, I'm in this room, and I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna go to work, or I'm not They called me. I ain't called. I ain't getting. I'm not going in. They called me. My butt went in. I was very. I was ecstatic to go in. I was ecstatic to go and help save someone. Very, very, very happy to do that. You know, life is so unpredictable. Like I said, I choose to be positive. I pray to God that people come in and genuinely can see the positivity. I've been through a lot of negativity, and I'm gonna go probably go through some more of it. But even here on YouTube, a lot of things have happened, you know, in the past, and it has made me stronger, you know, to this very moment. And I don't take any of that back. I am not someone who has regrets. I'm not gonna say, oh, I should never met that person. I should never talk to this individual. This no. I need to talk to everybody that I talk to, and people that I don't talk to now, or don't want to talk to me, or whatever the case is. I pray for everyone. I've never hated anybody. That has never came out of my mouth. I don't hate my worst enemy, whoever that person may be. I don't hate anybody, and I'm not praying for people downfalls. I don't see how people can do that. But at the end of the day, I have to focus on Terrence. And truthfully, what I feel in my heart is the universe is gonna find a way to work everything out. Everything is already thought of. God is just so good, y'all. God is so good, and I'm telling you, from my experiences, I know that to be true. Because how can I be able to do this? When I tell you, my mom, I'm such a mama's boy. My mom was my best friend, my actual rock. So I lost my mom. So how am I able to keep going? How am I able to keep working in surgery? And even every day when I go to my when I go to the locker room and I go like the back way, I pass ICU, intensive critical care unit. I passed that, and my mom passed away in the ICU department, and I see patients. I see patients on life support. I see them extubated. I see them, you know, some I've walked, you know, past, and you know, maybe it's labored breathing or certain things. Y'all, like I said, this is not a sad live stream. This is very realistic, like all my live streams. But I want people to understand that I'm trying to get you to enjoy your life, have fun, live life to the fullest. Understand that it is not forever. It should not be taken for granted. You never know. You never know what can happen, what can occur, and stuff. So just try to put your best foot forward and respect people, care about people, and I mean that's what I can honestly sit and say. Like, so this lady here at the hotel was checking me in. Now I lie to you. I'd be lying if I sit up here and I said I didn't roll my eyes. You better believe I rolled the hell out of my eyes. Cause she, first and foremost, ma'am, you know I've been here before. Okay. Um, you can tell by, you know, the black car that I have, well, whatever. It is what it is. But I've been here before, and then she proceeds to say, now, Mr. Bergen, it's not like we check your bags or we're gonna check what you bring on, but we highly want to mention, and I know she checked in this man before me, and she ain't say nothing to this man. And I don't know. I mean, he looked like he probably was mid 40s. I mean, I'm in my 30s, later 30s. I'm 37, but she didn't mention it to him. So but she was like, I have to I want to make sure I mention that you're not supposed to bring any alcoholic beverages in the room. And so I'm like, is she serious? Like of course not, but at the same time, like you ain't had to mention that. And so I like, again, my point is, I roll my eyes. Do I hate her? No, I don't hate the woman. Was that irritating? Absolutely, it was irritating. Why was it irritating to me? Because I'm an absolute human being. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I don't have to be like, ma'am, shut up. I don't want you. I was like, yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. It's okay. And she was like, oh, thank you so much. And I said, thank you so much. And I was like, have a blessed day. But she absolutely irritated me at times because, it was redundant. Now, at the same time, I know some people say, well, Terrence, that ain't right. But y'all don't understand if you do say that, because I've been here before quite a few times. This woman knows my face very well. I don't have a very forgetful face. Let me just say that. I don't care if I'm 85 pounds bigger or 85 pounds smaller. You gonna notice me, okay? And she was like, yo, hi, Mr. Bergen, welcome back. And I'm like, why would you say that? But again, I can't control that. What I can control is my response. And I chose to treat that lady with the most respect that she probably been ever treated with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to stay true to that. And, you guys can do whatever you want to do. But what I choose to do is smile. I'm going to choose positivity. Like I said, I did a short. I was like, it really don't cost anything. It doesn't. Actually, if you go around frowning, like just 24/7 like that, I mean, imagine the stress that's on your body and just on your brain. Like just the stress from the position of the frown in itself. But then to just keep that scowl on your face, like it's just too much. Lighten up. That's the only way to be. That's the only way to go, because some things we don't have control, but we have to trust God. He will get us through. Sheila, every time he does. When I tell you I know I'm going to be okay, I pray to God that you guys understand that as well, that you're going to be okay. Even though it may not look like you're going to be okay. Even though you might be telling yourself, I'm not okay, I'm not okay. Now, I ain't never saying that. I know I'm okay. But I'm just saying, even if you're telling yourself that, no, you're going to be okay. You're going to get through all the things that you need to get through. Again, thank you so much, Aquarian Empress. Thank you so much. God bless you too, Mike. Indeed, many ask how I'm able to still smile and be so kind-hearted after losing my parents and many of my loved ones. Wow, Aquarian Empress. Because you know what? You believe in God and you know your purpose. And you have to, let me just say this, you should remain positive. And I think it's important to have that mindset. Your mindset is beautiful, by the way. It really is. Wazel, what's up, bro? What's up, Wazel? Thank you so much for being in here. I appreciate you. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. How are you? Nunu, how you doing? Love how your day going. How your day going. Oh, sorry. My day is going well. It really is. It's going well. Here at the Oxford Main Casino and Hotel. Actually played a little bit earlier. Hit over a $1,500 jackpot. So that was fun. Yeah, and I'm just here. I'm here for at least a couple of days because my hotel in Portland, Maine still doesn't have any lights, no electricity. So, like I said, everything in the refrigerator is ruined. It's a lot of chicken, a lot of ground beef. It's ruined, but it's okay. And yeah, like I said, life is gonna go on. It's gonna continue. I don't know if y'all have saw it or not, but a while back, with Hurricane Ian, I was in the dark in that room for like a week. I was in the dark, and I was running out of water and things to drink, and I remember I was giving Debbie cakes, little Debbie cakes, to some of the kids because their parents and I guess parents of the other people that was there as well, people were fist fighting. The intensity just went through the roof, at that hotel. It was something that that I don't know, like you're watching a movie or something. And it continued at the gas stations, it continued at the airports, But all I did, I just kept praying. I kept praying. I kept praying, and God was God just He just never left my side, and He's never gonna leave your side. I love Bruce. He's a great actor and good person. Oh, that's awesome. He made the best movies. Is there a song that always cheer you up? Oh, there's not just one song, Leon. There's multiple songs, multiple. But I think the most, maybe the song the most like the most like famous one, or I mean, just the probably the best one. Oh, it's so hard, but it's between Anita Baker. Let me just say this: the artist, because I love so many of both of their songs. But Anita Baker and Luther Vandross, and those are like two of my mom's favorites. Like Luther was like my mom's absolute favorite, like number one. But my mom, like, I grew up listening to so many old school artists. And yeah, it's just hard to choose. But yeah, multiple songs, multiple songs. I anticipate your book release, Aquarian Empress. I love that. Okay, I love that. You better manifest, speak it into existence. Come on now. I promise you, I must say I am working on it. That has happened to me. Here today, gone today. Wow. Wow, Sheila. Wow. It's so crazy how you say that. Yeah, here today, gone today. Sure has. It happened. It's happened. It happened. And I don't like that I don't like when that does happen, but you know, it's not up to me. You know, it's not up to me, it's up to God. I'm telling y'all, like, you know, I've seen a whole lot of things, you know. I'm sure it has made you a stronger person. Yes, it really has, Sheila. It has. Like I said, this here, like the lights off or the food ruined and all that, that's the least of my concern. It's the least of my worries. I guarantee you, it's the least of my worries, and I don't care. I can have $1 in the bank. I can have 15,000 in the bank. It don't matter. It definitely don't matter when you ain't got no electricity. You ain't got no, you know, like there's like not stores and this and that open. Now this place is open. You know, not every place was affected by this storm. But my point is, it's just sometimes it doesn't matter if you like what you got, like that's materialistic. That doesn't matter. Like what matters is the fact that you have life, that you know your God has allowed for you to live, and you know obviously, you know it's a reason for that. That's how I look at it. It's a reason for everything. Aquarian Empress, you said I just make the best out of every situation. Absolutely, me too. Like I legitimately do that. And people like, okay, I don't know if you've ever watched Hey Arnold. So you got Hey Arnold, his best friend is Gerald. And that cartoon is so realistic. I was just watching it before I came on live, and it's so realistic. But Arnold was like I was called Arnold, Hey Arnold, and all that. But Arnold was the kid who saw the glass half full, like always. And it's interesting because I can relate to him because Arnold has I don't know if y'all saw the movie, but I saw the movie. So you know you find out what happened to his parents and they reunited. But on the like with the seasons that you know came on Nickelodeon, it was looked at as if like well he didn't know what happened to his parents, right? And he has his grandparents, but he was like, you know, he was sad because he can't call them. He don't know where they're at, and it's like that's rough, right? So I still have my dad. I talk to my dad. I thank God for my dad. I really do. I thank God for my dad. I thank God for the years I had with my mom. But I'm just saying it's important to live each day, you know, with the purpose. with the purpose. Be grateful. Be grateful because I feel like we all, even myself, at this very moment, I could be in a worse, like a worse situation, a worst, like the most like horrible situation. Way bigger and more stressful than the situation I'm in now. So I thank God. I choose to thank God. I mean, that's just what I choose. Wow, Aquarian Empress, you are saying such beautiful, heartfelt things. I love that. I'm thankful for all I have, and I'm thankful for all I don't have. Amen to that. Wow. There's nothing like a mother's love. Absolutely. We setback disappointment and things happening beyond our control. We have to remember to keep it moving. Oh, always, Sheila. I told you my mom, when my mom found out, because Louise, okay, y'all may see her come in here, Cassandra, my cousin, Cassandra Bergen, come in here. And Louise, I call her sometimes the angel of death, okay? Because when she came to that house, it was years ago, and she told my mom, right? Um, she said, she told her that her mom passed away, and my mom just, oh my mom started crying and screaming, and she was laying across the bed, and I was just like, what is wrong with my mom? What's going on? Because I was younger, I really didn't know, and but come to find out that okay, she received that news. But I remember that night, that very night, my mom was like, my dad had came in the room and she scratched all over the bed, but she was like, I just gotta keep going. This time ain't gonna stop. I gotta keep going. That's what she want me to do. That's what she want me to do. She just like talking, but she's speaking aloud, and it hit me. It hit me so hard. It hit me like a ton of bricks, and that has stayed with me. And that moment will never leave. Like I literally, y'all, that moment got me out of a lot of crazy things, and almost like when you don't think before you speak, and I thank God that I do think before I speak, because that very moment got me it's helped me through so much. So like, you're absolutely right. You got to keep moving, Sheila. You got to keep pressing on. I keep telling people, keep putting your best foot forward. Do not look back. Don't stop, can't stop, won't stop. I never said, well, don't like. I never said, well, you can't take a break. Yeah, you can take a break. Hell, I take them. But you don't stop. You keep going. You keep going. It's not like you're complaining, just sharing your world with us, and I'm honored and happy to listen. Aquarian Empress, thank you so much. I am so honored, I'm just honored. I feel so appreciated and so loved just by you. Like, I mean, your membership to the channel, like, oh my gosh, that means so much to me. Thank you. Just thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. I really do. And you dropping the channel member emojis. I love that. Y'all know I got to say it. I got one membership. Sees Awesome Butterflies. That's my only membership. You see Aquarian Empress, she has the badge, and then she's dropping those emojis. And those like two of my favorites. I love those emojis. I love them. I just do. I love them. I love when I see them in the chat. Everything goes the way it's supposed to. The Almighty doesn't make mistakes. Never, never. When has God made a mistake? Because I ain't never known him to make more mistakes. God is the only individual, supernatural being that is absolutely perfect. He knows. He all knowing, and I love him. This is a different subject. So if you get a chance, what is your clinical job? Just curious. Melissa Gardner, that's not a different subject. I was just talking about that earlier. So my clinical job, I'm a certified surgical technologist. I'm a certified first assist, and I'm a certified sterile process technologist. The reason why I say technologist is because I went to school for all these things. I also have a bachelor's in health administration, and I have a bachelor's in kinesiology. Um, I am a bona fide nerd, geek, if you will. um, I just I guess, I mean, like I said, I did a video about this, like actually what I do. People say, "Oh, well, you just pass instruments." I'm like, "Yeah, I pass instruments, but I do so much more. I do so much more." But I'm just content with just being able to just be beside the doctor and helping. But yeah, my clinical job, I would say, what I do the majority of, especially like here in Maine, I do a lot of assisting and absolutely, I scrub a lot of cases in all specialties, like from ortho, urology, uh, like colorectal, which falls into like general, oncology, neuro, ortho spine, trauma. Love. I do a lot of traumas, a lot of trauma cases. But yeah, like I am. What's the lady that was on Grey's Anatomy? The older lady. That is me. That's me quite often. Like I'm at my Mayo stand. I'm giving the doctors what they need, but then also, just like even what earlier yesterday, I'm assisting. I'm assisting, and the doctor's like, "Terrence, you've done this before, haven't you?" I said, "Yeah, many times. Probably 4,000 times, like without exaggeration. I've done this many, many times." He's like, "Wow, wow, wow," because he was doing a like like he was doing a general surgery. So we ended up doing like a sigmoidectomy. We removed a portion of the sigmoidectomy. We removed a portion of the sigmoid colon, which is a sigmoidectomy. Because sigmoid, that's what we're removing, and then ectomy is the removal of. So when you put together those words, sigmoidectomy, you're removing the colon. So if you were say a cystostomy or like, so ostomy is incision of. So we're making an incision, maybe into the bladder or something like that. But if you say cysto, like if you say cystectomy, you are removing it, because ectomy is removal of. I'm just, like I said, I'm really big on like medical terminology, and I don't know everything. I don't, but and I'm country as I'll get out. But yeah, I mean, I would think that I'm super smart. I had better be, especially dealing with surgery. But yeah, I don't know. I hope that answers something, Melissa. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I do. But I would love to, like I said, I know this is probably like kind of that ship has sailed, but I with having a bachelor's in health administration, I would love to do a lot of I would love to do the administrative part, but also do a lot of the clinical part. And this is, I've traveled for 17 years now, over 17 years now, because 17 years, it made my 17th year in February of this year. So now we almost in April. but I travel a lot, in the country and out of the country. And I thank God for my wisdom, but I'm telling you, it is just so crazy how, like, the upper management and the administrative team, like, these people, a lot of these people were once, like, probably surgical technologists. They probably were nurses, maybe did something with anesthesia, and they chose to do more of the administrative work. But what it is, like, it's like that's all they're doing. They have no more clinical background, because I feel like if you don't use it, you lose it, in my opinion. But that's kind of alarming. Mother is my everything, still in spirit. Exactly. Aquarian Empress. I don't think nobody can ever separate a bond between a child and their mom and their mother. Like, nobody. Like, it's an unbreakable bond. Like, you got to think about it. We've been We were cooking in their womb, in their uterus, um, for 9 months. And if you came early, still that's a lot. 7 8 months, that's a lot. That's a lot. Thank you so much, Alvin. I appreciate it. I roll it, Sheila. I be rolling my eyes now, don't I? The contract is up at my job, so I'm out of work for a while. But hey, I know things are all right in the creator's hands. Exactly, Aquarian Empress. I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you for your positivity. Nicole was joining late. Hey everyone. Hey Terrence, being positive, keep stress away. Nicole, absolutely. It is so nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Oh, such a winner. God bless you, Aquarian Empress. You are a winner. You are a big time winner. I appreciate you. As living proof of the love that still exists and that's not unconditional, just as the light has created me to be. Aquarian Empress, thank you again. I'm gonna keep saying thank you because I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Alvin. Thank you. Alvin, I enjoy yours. I enjoy your content as well, Alvin. You're so sweet. So sweet. I didn't go to college until I was 31. You travel and that sounds great. Melissa Gardner, it ain't never too late. I know a woman, I precepted a lady who was 57 years old. And she said, darling, I bet you think that I'm old. I said, ma'am, you ain't old at all. I said you probably got the most, like, I don't know, like, what did I tell her? Like, I know I told her that I'm like the most chill freaking person. And I think, and I want to say, because this was like, okay, I know for a fact I was in Cartersville, Georgia at Cartersville Memorial Hospital. And I'm telling you, this lady, black lady, 57 years old, and I was precepting her. She never did ortho. And she was in a surgical tech program. I'm telling you, like I told her, I said, I am the most down to earth. And I bet you she probably like, yeah, whatever. But when she saw and she kept, y'all, this woman, she was another woman that got me a card and she got me a gift card. I said, you don't have to get me nothing. She was like, yes, I do, young man. Yes, I do. It was so crazy because, like, she was like one of my oldest, like, one of the oldest students that I've ever precepted. But all I'm saying is, it's never too late. Like, it's never too late. Like, that's actually probably the time, because she's actually working right now in Georgia. Like, she's working. But the time that she was like that she went to school it was the time that she was supposed to go. Just saying. It to each his own. Like, I think it's just mind over matter. In my opinion. I'm a woman who has lost 5 of my siblings and my mother and my father, and I had to take care of them all. Sheila, wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. You know about Lost. That explains a lot. I really do. I appreciate you for sharing that. Thank you. Aquarian Empress says, isn't Terrence wonderfully refreshing? Aquarian Empress, thank you. I love you too. You're wonderfully refreshing. Thank you so much for all that you do. Yeah, Sheila, that is a lot. That's a lot. Wow. That is it's just something to think about. It is. It really is. For me, losing like my pet, when I was younger, and getting up and then seeing my dad's sisters, all battle cancer. Seeing my dad, my dad's father, my granddad. His name was Isaac. I love his name, and I love my granddad name. Isaac, and I love my granddad on my dad's side. I love my granddad on my mom's side, which I never met him though. I never met both. But a lot of people are like, oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, boy. Oh, yeah, you take after him. I'm like, really? Oh, okay. But I love his name, Bose. Like, I just I'm not being funny when I say when I hop into my, Denali or whatever, and it's like the Bose speaker, the surround, the sound system, and all that. Like, it's just it's grand, and he just his some of the pictures that I do have of him, it's like wow, he was just a huge person, a big man, and you just know he didn't take no mess. And granted, of course, the father of my mom, and my mom didn't take nobody mess. My mom didn't, and that's what she instilled in me. I can be kind, I could give, I can help, I can be supportive, but I don't have to be stupid. I wasn't, like I tell people, I wasn't born under a rock. I just choose to be kind, even when people are being nasty. And I ain't gonna call nobody name, but it was a doctor, and I'm not even gonna say when or where. But this individual, we was doing a case, and I asked a question about something that they would need, and I wanted to anticipate. And whatever, Terrence. I don't need that's a distraction. I mean, I don't need to even think about that right now. And it's like, okay, well, I'm sorry. I said, I apologize, and we'll just tend to it later. And honestly, everybody in the room was like just upset and bothered. They're all talking about the person, the doctor, and I'm like, y'all, you ain't got to do that. Like, it's okay. Like, clearly that it was stressful for the person. Maybe it was the timing, but you were just trying to have everything ready, and it was gonna be that time, like 15 more minutes, and you would have needed that. And I'm like, it's okay. Like, you're sitting up here, you're trying to fight a battle that doesn't even need to be. It doesn't even need to be thought of. Like, it's not that important. But let me tell you the confirmation how and why, and I know God is so good, because that surgeon came back after the case. I was cleaned up, putting my instruments in the case cart, and this individual said, "I am so sorry. That was totally unnecessary and totally uncalled for, and you're the best. You're the best we have here, Terrence. You're the best we have here, and I should never have spoken to you that way." And I said, I'm not trying to dumb this down. I said, but I've already forgot about that. I said, now what do you need on your next case? When I tell you, let me just tell you this. I obviously, my contract ended with that facility and stuff, and I was there for like close to a year. I'll tell you the hospital. The hospital was, I was in Galveston, Texas at Shriners. And when I tell you that was just a feel good moment, but it wasn't like, ha ha ha, let me spit in your face, let me kick you while you're down. No, like, it was, time is money. Time is money, doc. Let's go. Like, cause also you ain't put your hand on me. I didn't, you ain't calling me like the N word or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, this is the deal. Like, I forget some of those things. Like, I really do. Like, and the only way, like, the reason why I don't forget some things, because people want to they want to be repetitive. They want to repetitively remind you of some of these things, remind you of some of these hardships or these hard times. Like, I don't need the reminder. Like, okay, it happened. It's gone. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, some things, yes. My mom, I would want to be reminded of my mom every day. Okay, and I thank God that I am. By some of you guys, by just strangers, like, and just walking into different establishments. I'm like, there was a nurse at the hospital, and I was like, wow, she like definitely has my mom mannerisms, and I remember telling this to people on YouTube, and I know some folks like they talked about me like I need help, because like, how can this white nurse, and you look at this white nurse, and how can she remind you of your mom? I said, easily. It could be a guy, it could be a girl, it could be an animal. Like, there are so many different, things in life that we just don't understand, but it is what it is. I know I'm not just making these things up. But again, I'm not going to be bothered and focus on the negativity. So, um, like I said, back to that surgeon. When I told that surgeon that, I mean, it was gold. It was gold. And remind you, the next case was absolutely amazing. I'll never forget that either. But yeah, like I'm not trying to say okay, well just turn the other cheek and let these people talk to you any kind of way because sometimes you need to address some things. Okay, that's just God honest honest opinion about certain things. You need to address certain things, but don't let these things define you. Don't let it consume you to the point where you're really nasty. You become a nasty individual. You don't have to become the person or the people that you don't like. You don't have to do that. In my opinion, I say be the people that you would want to be that example and be that individual that you would want to be around. That you couldn't get enough of. Think about that. Like I said, mind over matter. Um, Sheila, you are so awesome. Oh, that's nice. Sheila Smith, I know that's right, Terrence. Always be one step ahead of the nonsense. You gotta be, and it feels good it feels good to know that I am ahead of that. Um, oh, thank y'all so much. Sheila says, absolutely, he is a joy to me. Sheila, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, Sheila, will you love me till the morning come? I love that song too. Oh, I'm just being the change I like to see. Oh my gosh, Aquarian Empress. Like, yo, everything that you have said, and you always sound so poetic. Like, it is beautifully well said. Oh, and I love to read it. It just it's awesome. It's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I appreciate you all. I really, really do. And I'm not just saying this, but I really do appreciate you. Like I said, I don't care. I don't care how hard or maybe even how dark or you don't see the light or this or whatever the case may be. But I choose to be positive, and I even if say some of you are being negative or you just oh my day is okay. Well, I look at your day as like it's a huge blessing because you're alive, and I'm gonna keep looking at that. I'm gonna keep looking at life even at you like that, your life, because I mean I know how valuable life is. I'm telling you guys, like I have just seen a lot of people pass, be it in my family, but also because of my career. And life is so fragile, it's so short, and I don't know. I just want to get that out there. I want people to appreciate it. I'm not gonna be like mad or up in your face if you're not appreciative, But I'm just gonna be if I consider you a friend, I'm just gonna let my friends know, okay, hey, life isn't so bad. It there are lemons, okay, but why did God create lemonade? You know what I'm saying? Like there's ways around everything. You just like I said, mind over matter, but stop focusing all on negativity. I keep seeing that with other content creators too, where I think they want to focus more on the negativity, and I used to do that. But why am I focusing on negativity? Like, okay, you can sarcastically have fun every now and then. Y'all know I do some of those respond to some of those shorts or certain things, but don't let it consume you, and don't become somebody bitter and nasty. Don't become the person that you don't want, that you don't like yourself. Don't do that, because I think that could be the most hurtful, toxic thing known to man. For you to be a person, or for you to treat others, or be, negative, and doggone well that you don't like people to be that way towards you. You only like to be around it. Well, then why would you create that? Create a life of positivity. Create something I'm just keeping it real, like that others would love and appreciate and enjoy. Be a motivator. Be positive anyhow, because negativity is inevitable. But the positivity is so easy to not be positive, and it's so easy for when like what you probably consider negative when those things happen for you to just become a negative individual. Well, no, like I'm telling y'all, like I'm actually not. I didn't even go to the front desk. I did not go to the front desk. I said, you know what, God is this is something that you want to happen. Okay, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm not gonna let these things cloud my judgment or stop me in my tracks. I'm not. And then get on here and say, we're butterflies. We fly, but like, well then that's stupid. I should be labeled a hypocrite if I do that. I'm telling you guys, I'm going through these things, and I have gone through these things well before YouTube. But even as I've been doing YouTube, you see that I've been going through things. Transmission go out, Denali underwater, just friendships, just coming and going. I mean, just things just happening. So many trolls, so many nasty, negative people. And I'm still going. Don't stop, can't stop, won't stop. Rick One Ball, what's up, bro? How you doing? I'm doing well. Thank you so much for coming in. Naturally too, what's up? How you doing? Hey, Terrence, glad the lights back on. Oh no, they're not. This is another hotel. I am in Oxford, Maine. The lights are still off in Portland, Maine, and they are probably going to be off till Wednesday or even later. That is from the Twitter feed with Portland, the lights and Gad's company or whatever, but the lights are still off. They're off. They are not on. So I actually came here. I'm on call. I've actually been called into work. So I'm 41 minutes away from Maine Medical, in Portland, Maine, and so that's a little bit of a not a crazy stretch or hike, but I'm putting in 93 in this SUV, and I filled it up today and stuff, and it was like $114, but it wasn't all the way on E. Thank God, but yeah, it's a lot of money, and but I wanted to be a little bit more comfortable because it was freezing cold last night, and I was in the room, and I even woke up and I was like, sniffing, and how you have cold all over your face and all that stuff, and I was like, okay, I just got to be more comfortable. So I decided, I was like, well, God is so good because I have these free rooms here, and I actually have quite a bit of comp, and yeah, so I chose to come here, and it's only like $100, like it's only $100 like a deposit per night. So I'm here for 2 nights. So they've only charged me $200 for a deposit, but I'll get the deposit back. I'll get that back. Excuse me. Anyhow, the best possible way, choose to be positive. Thanks, Terrence. Exactly, Sheila. Thank you. I appreciate you. Aquarian Empress, positivity is breathtaking through these troubling times, and I'm here to give it with no hesitation. Aquarian Empress, that's why we are. That's why we're amazing. Okay, I'm keeping it real. Like I gotta say it. I got give yourself a pat on the back, because a lot of people, and I know for a fact, even some people I work with are not being positive, or maybe they're having to do this or do this, and they're just so. Now complaining. Let me just say, they're not complaining, but venting. I mean, I'll give it that. But I'm saying, when you are flat out, upset, and you're angry, and then you're starting to set up your case, or you're starting to fuss and cuss at others and all that. That's when you let things just, take control. Get your control back. You know what? Vent to the people that you can vent to. Talk to the people you can talk to, and try your best to be silent about some things. pick and choose what you need to, address and focus on, and just keep living. Because, like I said, all these things, the negativity is going to be there. But when you can approach it with positivity, I'm telling you, it almost does it like with the snow. Like, even though it rained a whole lot and that made some ice, but eventually the sun came out and the ice melted. So the positivity is gonna just like burn through that negativity. I don't care what nobody tell me. I know this for a fact. Douglas Dupree, hey brother, love your videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Okay, that was my next question. How far away from the job? Yeah, Sheila. I'm 41 minutes away, but let me tell you this. A lot of people, let me say this to y'all. I'm not the only person that has been affected by the lights being off in Portland, Maine. So I actually read on the Twitter earlier today, it's over 200,000 people that have been affected by that, and a lot of these people, I don't have kids. I'm not just like, thank God they got kids, but I don't have kids. It's just me. Some of these people have children. The kids are scheduled to go to school tomorrow. Now, these schools, some of these, like, they have lights and all that. But some of these families don't. They don't have any electricity. I mean, they, probably having to go to the car to charge their phones. Y'all know, I know all about that. Had to do it last night. Had to do it during Hurricane Ian. I was even charging other people's phones because their cars were totally wouldn't even let them get a charge, because all the water and stuff. But thank God, even though mine was like the water was like over the steering wheel, but it went down before I put the charge, before I would charge my phones. But I couldn't even believe I could get a charge. It went so slow. I was in Naples, Florida, and it was charging so slow. But I managed to charge mine and several other people because with that Denali, and some of these cars you can just plug a charger in and don't have to turn it even onto the on position, or you definitely have to crank it up, but you don't even got to turn it on. And it's just it just charges, so you can leave it in there for a while and it just charges. That's what I did with people's phones. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying is learn to take the negativity and make it work for you in a positive way, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I know that's a little deep, but I'm saying, like, that's when you have elevated. I don't know. I don't know if y'all know Sonic the Hedgehog, and I forgot what he had it's like the final bonus round, and he was fighting that the weird robot man or whatever. And whenever I would beat, and I beat that game many times, it was like on a Sega Genesis, I want to say. But whenever he would win, and it's like, it got the celebratory music, and it's like, that's awesome. Like, that's gonna be the feeling that's the feeling I have when I know that the cards that I've been dealt, or let's just say this, when negativity approaches, and when I can positively why can I say positively? When I'm sitting, all jokes aside, when I can approach it with just the most, like, in the most positive way, that is such a good feeling. It's such a good feeling. Like, honestly, it's like positivity is like the best thing. It's the best thing. It is the best drug. It's the best, antidote with a lot of things in life. Because, I don't know. Like, I choose to be positive even with losing my mom. Like, I know God has a masterful plan, and I understand a lot of this now, but at the time I didn't. But even at that time, it wasn't like, okay, oh well, I'm sad. I'm still sad, but I'm not. I was never angry at God. How can I be angry at God? I mean, look at my life. I thank God, like I said, for the years I had with my mom. I'm grateful for everything. I'm grateful for the trials and tribulations because again, that has made me a stronger individual. I couldn't just sit. I couldn't lay here or sit here and just talk to you like this, and I'm not reading anything. It's coming from my heart, you know. So, but these are the things I've been through. I've been through so many things, so I can share so much. And I think that's important. Like we look at these profile, like with these platforms and people for profiles and this and this and that. Imagine if more people would share realness, and stop coming on. And I'm just, again, I know this may upset some people, but stop coming on here and begging. And you know, I want you to give me this and send me this and buy me this and blah 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 blah. It's like, yeah, granted, I talk about my merchandise, I talk about the memberships, but I'm promoting myself. But I can reassure you, I ain't begging nobody, you know. And I don't ever want anybody to feel that way. I've always told you guys, like, I don't want you to ever put yourself in an uncomfortable position to like maybe think that you're gonna please me or please someone else. Like, don't do that. Like, love yourself. Most importantly, like, love yourself and be kind to yourself. And just know that no matter what, like I love and appreciate you. You know, you don't have to send me money for me to appreciate you. I appreciate you for being here. Your time is super valuable. And I've always said those things, and I do not say it lightly. I really don't. She just, I agree with that wholeheartedly, Terrence. Thank you. Aquarius Empress says I get it. Sheila says thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much, honestly. Thank you, Alvin. I appreciate y'all so much. Like I said, I get on here and I could be a little down, you know. Like I said, it's been a you know, a trying week for me. It's been a week. Ooh, it's been a week. But with that being said, I made it through this week. I'm gonna make it through next week. I'm gonna make it through the week after that. If the good Lord is willing. You know, I can only do my best, and I can only like just tackle things one bit by bit, you know, little bit by little bit, and just see what happens. You know, I pray to God everything is just gonna work out. I'll continue to say that because I know in my heart it will. It will. I genuinely know in my heart that it will. Now, I know some of you are like, okay, well, what is Terrence talking about, the paid promotion? Yo, I got me some Quest cookies. I'm gonna try these cookies. But you know, I love the chips. I love the crackers. I love Quest crackers. Say that 10 times fast. Quest chips, and y'all know right now the leading chip for me, well, the leading brand of chips are Quest, but the leading flavor of those chips are the hot and spicy. So I'm super excited that I still have some of those, and I'll be getting some more probably even next week. But yeah, like, I'm gonna try these, and I'm gonna try it later though. But but I'm sure they're super good. You guys, what I'm really excited about, these are 15 grams of shame the devil, 15 grams of protein, 1 sugar, and 2 net carbs. Like, let me straighten it up. Focus on me, baby. Focus on me. I mean, that's crazy. So I told you guys, like, my local Walmart now that's in you know, Portland, Maine, has a plethora of all Quest products. And I'm excited to try, like, it's like a white raspberry, like a white chocolate raspberry, like bark or bar or something like that. I want to try that too. That looked good. But oh, let me tell you the price. These were $9. $9 for 4 cookies. $9 for 4 cookies. Isn't that crazy? $9 at Walmart. $9. So, and so Walmart has the Quest products actually cheaper than some of the places online. And like I said, go to your local Walmart and get you some too. According if the lights are down, I never. The lights are down. Never your golden heart will always lead the way. Thank you so much, Aquarian Empress. Thank you. It was so funny because I went out when the when the fire alarm was going off, and you was like, it's so dark. But I looked at that. Now, of course, I'm watching this short video back, right? And I'm like, man, I didn't think it was as dark as it was. So I don't know, maybe it was like my internal light shining, and but also to remind you, I've been in this hotel for even like what, a year and a half ago, and then now coming back, and I've been in this hotel for a long, long time, and so I feel like I know the area, even if it is dark. So I don't know. You know what? I can show you. Let me show you the package, because it's 4 cookies in here, and I guess it probably is a nice size cookie, probably like the size of like the grandma's cookie, from the convenience store. So yeah, that is a big cookie, and it's soft. That's a pretty. Excuse me. That's a pretty big pack. This is gonna be my dessert, but two carbs. So the whole box is so 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8 carbs for all 4 cookies. But we're not gonna do all 4 cookies. We ain't gonna do that. That defeats the purpose. Even though if I ate 4 cookies, I'll still be good. Considering the low carbohydrates. Jedi, what's up? I'm just here to say hi, but it's 12:58 in England. Is that right? So I gotta go. Bye. Okay, no problem. Thanks for coming in. Good night. Good night. That's a big cookie, Sheila. Okay, I count calories. Okay, so how many calories per cookie? Cookie. Well, it's 240 per cookie. 240 calories, 17 grams of fat, 10 grams of saturated fat. Cholesterol is only 35 milligrams. Sodium is 210 milligrams. Total carbohydrates is 19 now. But dietary fiber is 9. 9 of dietary fiber. 1 gram of sugar, and 8 sugar alcohol. So remember, guys, how it gets to be 2 net carbs. You take the dietary fiber, you add that to the sugar alcohol, and you subtract all of that from the total carbohydrates. So when you subtract that, when you take that 17 and then you go 19 minus 17, you get 2. You get 2 net carbs, because sugar, alcohols, and dietary fiber is not going to count towards the main amount of carbs. That's a meal, Terrence. Really? That's a snack to me still. Oh, that's hilarious. But I'm sure it's going to be good. When does it expire? It said Best by... See, look, this cookie, it says Best by December 5th, 2024. So we got until Christmas Eve to eat this cookie. And even then, it may still be good. But it's just, they just saying approximately it's going to be best before then. And they'll be gone before then. I think I'll probably go buy some more, But like I said, Quest is awesome, an awesome company, awesome nutritional company. But I must say, like I said, I really love the Premier Protein shakes. I just do. Those shakes just, I don't know, they get me. They get me. They really do. But again, thank you guys for coming in. Aquarian Empress, I want to just say again, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. That really, really, like I said, that made my day. Thank you so much. Very, very sweet of you. Thank you all so much. I want to just say God bless you all. I pray to God that your day is filled with positivity and good energy. And even if you, like I said, are faced with negativity, you know what? It's okay. It's okay, to be a little down and stuff, but just try your best to be positive and see where it takes you. And then when you get there to that other destination, I want you to come back on here and tell me all about it because I know it's going to be a beautiful testimony. You said my pleasure. Thank you so much. I just can't stop saying thank you. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, Aquarian Empress. I'm so grateful for you. Like I said, God bless you all. And now, before I go, what are we? We're butterflies, baby. We fly above all negativity. We're all things positive. We have an endless amount of possibilities. So therefore, we can put what we can do whatever we can do whatever we want to do as long as we just put our minds to it. We can do it. That is so true. You can do whatever you want to do in life as long as you just continue to put your mind to it. Just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, even when other people don't believe in you, but you believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you all. I like I said, I come on here and I always leave feeling even better. And so I appreciate you guys having that effect on my life. Thank y'all. Okay. I love you. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.